Welcome everyone to the show. I'm your host, Don Biggity Vic.
I'm your co-host, IG.
We in the building, baby.
Yes,
We
sir.
in the house. You know what I'm talking about. So today we got a special guest coming on the show. She's an actress by the name of Lisa Bagby. She'll be on the show in a little bit. So tune in and make sure to share, because sharing is caring. You feel me? So she'll be on the show in a minute. We send her out the link. Hopefully she get it popping. We get up on the mic and we get it right. Yeah. So where are all my viewers?
I know it's Sunday. Everybody had a good weekend, but people went to church, but that's early. What's everybody got now?
Right. Oh, big shout out to Katie Wallen. She was on the show earlier. Wife of Mr. Harley Wallen, director, writer, and everything else, actor. So big shout out to them and their family, the kids, everybody, the whole cast. Make sure you log on Tubi, check out his movie. Just go on Harvey Wallen, and you will see it'll move to pop up. So big shout out to the big shout out to Harley.
I'm here.
And the Patriots, man, the Patriots are playing. I don't know if you guys are watching it, but we were watching it, right? Oh, we still watching it.
Yeah, they're winning. Patriots are winning 27-17, fourth quarter, like about 2 minutes left. I think you might want to probably send her another link because she probably went on the other one.
Oh, okay. I'm very sorry. Give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna reach out to Lisa again. One second. Yeah, we back. Just had to send her another link because I forgot the last link. We had to shut it down for some reason. But guys, also tune in for the fight. The fight is in this Saturday. You feel me? We in the building. We in the building
at the Showboat Hotel. Celebrity boxing. Miss Bella Levy herself is gonna be boxing. We're gonna be there representing her for her organization, for the non-profit, human trafficking. Showing the love, man. All the way from Boston, coming down there, show her some love.
That's right. It's all about love. You feel me? I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, baby. Yeah, we show the love. You feel me? That's what it's all about, man. Don't Big IG show. This is all about, man.
Celebrities. Oh yeah, you know it, Nancy. Good looking out.
Kisses, and hugs to my girl Nancy in the building. Oh, okay. So we finally got Miss Lisa on board. We're gonna bring her on the show, and we're gonna talk to her a little bit, find out some amazing and beautiful things she got going on. So, welcome to the show, Lisa Bagby on the show, guys. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're good. Thank you for coming on the show.
I can barely understand you.
Can you hear me? Hold on a second.
It's really cutting out.
Can you hear me now?
Nope.
You can't hear me. Wait a second.
I can hear you. I just can't understand what you're saying.
Oh, she said it's cutting out. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I just can't make out what you're saying.
Oh, okay. That's a problem. Hold on a second. How about now?
No, it's the same. You're really breaking up.
Wow, really? That didn't happen earlier. Hold on a second. Right. We're not sure if it's our internet service that's doing that, but it wasn't doing it. It wasn't doing it a few minutes ago. Is it
Yeah,
still breaking up?
oh, there you go. Now I can hear you.
Okay, Jesus, you had me going there for a sec. I
I
thank you for
usually I have that effect on a lot of people.
okay. Thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes. Don't mind me. I got these glasses today, right? Because I'm nearsighted. I can't see, and I still can't see. I don't know what's going. I'm going blind. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Lisa. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm born and raised in Oregon. I'm a widow 3 years now. I
Okay.
have a small farm with lots of animals, and I live on a mountain by myself. And I'm pretty self-sufficient up here.
Up in the mountain, huh? With the animals and stuff. I love animals. You
Yes,
got
I have some
horses?
tame animals.
You own horses? You have horses?
I do have a horse and I have a donkey.
Oh man. Yeah, you can ride the donkey. I ride the horse. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about Live It Up Wild Productions. What's that all about?
Well, Live It Wild Productions. I
Okay.
made that name up. It's not Girls Gone Wild, which I get a lot of messages like that. I'm like, what are you thinking? It's not Girls Gone Wild. It's Live It Wild. It means go outside in nature and go talk to some trees or go to the river. It doesn't mean that go crazy wild and flash your boobs at everyone like most
Yeah.
people think when they message me. I'm like, no, that's not what I'm talking about.
Wow. You you're also posted up something on your post that I was being nosy and I was going by and I see the post and it said don't let ugliness in others destroy your beauty in you. Outer beauty is a
Correct.
gift and inner beauty is an accomplishment.
Exactly.
I love that quote. I love that. Um, you also have been um, on the weekly magazine, right? Highlight.
Cor- Correct.
Yeah.
Last week.
Really? Tell us about that. Tell us about how you got onto that magazine.
It's Hollywood Weekly magazine, and I was contacted by the gentleman, the editor, and said he was interested if I would be interested to have him do a one-page insert. And I said, sure. So I sent him some information on my projects, and he did a nice little write-up.
Hmm. Okay. You're also a certified EMT, right?
Correct.
Well, we might need one because you know
Everybody needs one. So
yeah, we need one. We're going to a fight this weekend, so I hope they got some EMTs. If they don't, I know who to call.
Yes, I'll bring my bag. I'm packed and ready to go.
For real.
she's ready.
What did becoming an actress and stuff? Was that something that you decided to do when you was younger, or something that you got into as you was growing and kind of like came into your life, or was that something that you wanted to proceed when you was young?
Well, actually, I've only been in the industry for about 2 years, a little less than 2 years.
Okay.
Like I said, I was happily married to the love of my life. I always
Yeah.
worked in the medical field.
My condolences. My condolences. I know you just lost your husband, right?
Thank you. And I've always worked in the medical field, and I just worked and came home. That was my life. I figured that would be my life for the rest of my life. I was content. I didn't think I would ever have to change anything. But when my husband died suddenly of pancreatic cancer, from diagnosis to death was only 30 days, and he was a healthy, strong, handsome man. I stayed in bed for about a year and crying and begging for him to come and take me with him. But
Wow.
then I realized that probably wasn't going to happen. So I got up and I decided if I'm going to have to live here without him, I'm going to live my best life possible. I didn't know what that was yet. But then about a year and a half later, I met a guy, the first guy that I dated after my husband. We dated for about 2.5 months. Well, he committed suicide on my property.
Right.
It
Yeah.
had nothing to do with me. But I was branded the Scarlet. I was branded a killer. There was false reports that he had been found buried on my property.
Wow.
I had to walk around with my head down, and I became very depressed. And I'm like, gosh, I did nothing wrong. I paid for a lie detector test myself and passed it, of course. I was never a witness. I was never taken in for questioning. But the community and his friends who were from Seattle, they bullied me and harassed me so bad that
Wow.
I was about ready to give up on my life.
Wow.
And I started praying a lot. And I found the strength to get back up again. And I said, okay, I'm going to write my story because you're not going to silence me. These men, these people that were so rude and so mean, no one came to me and said, I'm sorry for your loss.
Wow.
They just condoned me and called me names, and I did absolutely nothing wrong.
Wow.
Not one person came to my side and asked me if I needed anything. And so I just started writing, and I've been writing ever since, and I've never stopped writing. All I do is hike and write.
Right. So basically, your pen became your best friend,
Exactly. It
kinda.
was my only friend.
Right. People
Yeah.
can be rude. Sometimes people don't even know what's going on. They just jump on a bandwagon because they see everybody else doing it and just smash on someone without even knowing them or what the issue really was. And
Correct.
I can imagine how you feel with all that pressure on you. With people saying certain things. That must have been horrific for you. Like I don't know how did you um surfaced from that situation. How did you bring yourself back up? You know, after being
You're
in that house for a
you're
year.
cutting out again.
Shoot, it froze. Sorry, guys. I think it froze a little bit.
Eso es allá.
Yeah.
You're cutting out again.
Can you hear me?
No, I can't understand you.
Okay. Man, this was going good for a second. Um, it's not a. It's yeah. Yeah, it's not over here. Hey, girl. Guys, I apologize for this. This is not. I'm thinking it was our side, but it's actually her side. Wherever she's at, the connection is not good. Yeah. Well, we lost her for a second, but we'll bring her back up as soon as she get a chance. So, people, this it's crazy, man. Okay, bring her back. Here we go. Hello, can you hear us now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I'm thinking it's your connection because you went blank and then it started, like wanted to it wanted like to restart again, but it's okay.
Okay.
So you were saying about people being cruel, about them judging what happened and stuff like that. So, and I said to you, what brought you up? What brought you back to surface? How did you overcome that?
Um, just wanting to not defend myself, but to tell my story, how cruel it was, and to have a voice when my voice was taken away. This guy came to me, the first man I dated after my husband. I trusted him. He was still married. I did not know that.
Wow.
He had a lot of secrets I did not know about. He killed himself on my property. I found him 17 days later. I
Wow.
collapsed. What I saw was horrific. I live on a mountain. When I found him, he was being eaten by a bear.
Wow.
What I can't erase those memories, those visions that I saw. I live with that.
Wow.
And what gave me the will to go on was to tell my story, how cruel these people were. They didn't give a damn. They just kept um, gossiping and making things up for no other reason than hate. These people did not know me.
Right.
I have no criminal record. I've lived on this mountain forever. I'm a good woman. I am an ENT. I save people. I don't kill people.
Right.
And so by them gossiping and keep telling their lies, that kept giving me strength to keep writing and keep writing and keep writing. And hopefully someday to make a difference, if only to one person, so that no one else has to go through what I went through, the hate. It was just unbelievable.
Right. And the hate is just so real, and for you to be in that darkness, in that dark spot, how long did that last? Would you say the bashing and going back and forth with talking to you about
It still goes on in my town.
it
I
still does.
silenced the Seattle workers. I silenced, this guy drove a train. I silenced the Seattle boys, the big boys. I silenced them because they know I got some dirt on them. So they stopped. They stopped harassing me. But this town that I live in and the people around here, they still gossip and talk. They've never said we're sorry. I've never gotten an apology from one person. And that's why I named my story I Am That Girl, because I used to be embarrassed to go to the store. I used to be embarrassed to go to the library. Now I'm not. I walk in there and I hold my head up high.
That's
And
right.
if someone says, "Oh my God, there she is," I turn to them and I say, I am that girl.
Right. Okay.
And I
That's
own it now. I'm good. I own my story.
right. Right. And you wrote a book about it, right? You have a book about it, or
I do have a book about it. I am changing it into a screenplay. Um, I created a production company, Live It Wild Productions, and so far I have 4 projects that we're working on. I have 12 women, 12 middle-aged women, 12 women, 12 stories, and one dream.
wow,
That's our production company, Live It Wild.
I love that. Say that again. You say that again. You have how many?
12 women, 12 dreams. Sorry, 12 women, 12 stories, and one dream.
Good. I wanted people to hear that. I wanted the fans to hear that. So, besides all this stuff going on in your life, you also like to do a lot of things too. You like hiking, you like animals, horseback riding, cooking. You enjoy all these things.
I only enjoy cooking outside. I hate the kitchen.
Outside, huh?
And
Good to know, guys. To cooking. Oh
yeah,
man, what do you think? Well, what's your vision or your view on bullies and liars?
did you say police?
Bullies, like people that bully you. Uh,
My intake on them are that they must be really miserable in their own lives. I don't think it's any reflection of who they're bullying or who they're lying to. I
right.
think it's just pure misery on themselves and their life.
When did you start becoming an actress?
When I got back up and started writing, um, I was never even really on Facebook. I had maybe 80 friends on Facebook. And I started meeting people on Facebook, and I realized that people liked me and that I was not nothing,
That's right.
because everyone made me feel so bad about myself. I felt like I was nothing. I would never be anything. I would die up here alone, and I had no future. Well, I started writing and meeting people, and I started doing a little acting. I took some acting classes, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the idea that I could do it. Someone that um, never did this kind of thing before, but I
Right.
was good at it, and people told me I was good at it. And I've had a lot of influence, a lot of help from so many great people. And now I almost have 5,000 friends that are all in the industry.
Right.
I could contact any of them anytime, and they'd be willing to help me out with anything. I've met such great people. I mean, I am truly blessed to be where I'm at. I'm
Right.
excited about our projects. I'm excited about my new friends and my new life. And
Right.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow, and that's a really good feeling.
Wow. Well, we could make it 5,002.
5,002 friends. Two more friends in
Please,
your life.
I would love that.
You know, it's hard work pays off. You know, hard work pays off, and regardless of everything you've been through, you still on top. You know, you're
I had to be there. I had to do it for myself. I had to do it for my husband. I had to do it for my son. I had to do it to show other people that were being bullied and harassed and lied about, and other people that had thoughts of suicide. You know, I would have saved him. Had I known he had a gun, I would have took the bullet for him. I would have saved him, but I did not know.
wow. Um, do you wonder sometimes why he took that route of committing suicide? Have you ever thought of what was the reason why?
I found out what the reason was. You know, a lot of that's going to be in my script, and a lot of it's in my book that I'm not releasing yet.
Okay,
But
that's fine.
you know, like
Yes.
he was still married. He lied to me. He was
Mhm.
involved in a lot of illegal activity that I found out about later, because when
Right.
he left his phone on my bed, and I went through his phone, and I was just like beside myself of the
Wow.
things that I had to read and the things that I had to see when I completely trusted this guy.
Wow. Wow. You really don't know nobody.
You don't.
Yeah.
Next time I date, I'm gonna search their bag. I'm gonna search their car. I might strip search them.
Oh
They
man.
will take a lie detector test.
Oh my
Oh
goodness. That's
man.
woo, guys. You get ready. Lisa
I'm
ain't
going.
playing.
I'm going all in. I'm not taking any more chances.
That's right.
You might as well get one of those
I'm
metal
loaded.
detectors that
Yes,
screens the whole body.
Yeah,
absolutely.
for real.
The
Yeah.
X-ray vision.
Ooh, ooh,
It's
shoot.
really sad that that's what the world is coming to. I mean, is it so hard to be honest? Is it so hard to be kind? Is it so hard to just say, hey, I'm sorry, I'm married, and
Right.
we can be friends?
Right.
Life doesn't have to be that difficult.
Right. People make it difficult, you know. Just be honest, you know. Just be honest
Correct.
with things. So you
I mean,
also,
we're all struggling.
yeah, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes, you're right. You know, you're right. You did a film, Halloween movie in Oregon at the Lighthouse. Was that a movie that you was in?
No, that is not a movie.
Oh,
Well,
it's
that's
not.
not a movie that I did. No.
Okay,
The
okay.
movie, the horror movie that I'm working on is called Pure Bloods.
Pure Bloods. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, so hold on a second. Murder Creeks.
Murderers Creek.
Yes.
Yes, that's a Western, and I'm so excited about that. All of my stories are going to be based on true stories.
Oh, I love
Murderers
that.
Creek, Murderers Creek is actually um, a road in Eastern Oregon, and it has a story behind it. It's a story about a brutal killing of some gold prospectors, and I kind of just went off from there. And I grew up in Eastern Oregon actually, and so I go there and I watch the wild horses, and I love to just sit there and write, right where the sign says Murderers Creek, where all of this happened, and it's so inspiring just to be in that place and just think how this went down. So it's pretty inspiring.
What about the sacrifices?
The sacrifice is not my project.
It's
That
not
is
your project.
no. I'm going to act in that project, but that's not my project.
Okay, so give us some of your projects so that we know. What are some of your
Okay.
projects?
So I have Murderers Creek. I have I Am That Girl, which is based on the true story of my book and the railroad worker, the engineering guy that
Okay.
committed suicide here. And then I have a horse called Wildfire, which is based on a true story about a herd of wild Mustangs.
I love those movies.
And I'm very excited about that one. I have a couple of A-listers cast, and I have an amazing group of people cast. Peter Scirocco. I've just been truly blessed. And then my one I just wrote last week is called Pure Bloods, and that's about vampires, hunters, and purebloods, which is people that are unvaccinated.
Oh, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that one. I'm excited
Oh,
about all of them.
so where do you get all the ideas to write these movies? Do they just pop up, or is something that you read about and then you write your script based on it?
Well, you have to realize I have been alone for 3 years, and I've hiked and I've driven all over Oregon, and things just come to me. I mean, I have more projects up here. Some of them I've written, but I didn't have anyone to talk to.
Right.
And so I just wrote, and I realized I'm really good at it,
Right.
which is a good feeling.
Right. Right. Tell me what your feelings were like for that dark time that you was, spending at home writing all that. Because I'm pretty sure you took some breaks and your mind wondered, on wow, how did I get to this? You know,
Exactly. It was tough. There was a lot of days I cried, and there was a lot of days I couldn't get up, and there was a lot of days that I just didn't want to go on. But
right,
I knew that I had to, and I knew that God had a reason, and if I just kept trying, that I would find out what that reason is. And so I kept praying. I got baptized in the creek,
okay,
not too far away from here. And ever since then, it's just like things just fall into place, and great things are just happening. And I keep praying, and I keep having hope, and I keep fighting, and I'm excited about life.
right. You know, I've had a couple guests coming on the show, and some of the conversations are so similar, especially with like domestic violence and being in dark places at certain time in their life. It's like you know so and just the way everyone got out in a different way, same scenario, different way out.
Mhm.
But it's at the end of the day, it's all the same thing. And I like to ask about what people, how people overcame that situation, because someone else could be listening that's going through that situation and will love, maybe we'll hear something you say and how you got out, how you overcame it, and help someone else.
Yeah, I always think God never said it would be easy, but He said it would be worth it. So
Amen.
never give up. Find the inner strength. Just keep going a little bit at a time, and each step gets a little bit easier.
Right. And I know it wasn't an easy road for you, up in the mountain by yourself, things going through your mind, people talking. You gotta, feed your animals, do this, do that. It's a lot of pressure.
Yes,
It's,
and
it's,
just the fact that I was I let them make me feel like I was nothing. I wouldn't go to the store. My daughter, who lives 2.5 hours from here, would bring food to me because I wouldn't go to the store. That's how bad they made me feel about myself. And one day I just said, this is bullshit. You know, I am not nothing. And I'm going to write this story and I'm going to keep everyone's messages and everyone's comments on Facebook. And I'm going to add these to my book. And I hope they read them.
Yeah.
And I hope they never treat anyone like this again. I even had school teachers and EMTs that I worked with before that knew me that made comments, horrible comments.
Wow.
I had people make comments, um, kill her and bury her with her boyfriend, or
Wow.
murder the bitch and bury her with her boyfriend. Those
Wow.
are the kind of comments I had.
And people don't even know you.
They,
You know, don't even know who you are. And see, that's one thing when stuff like that happens. Uh, People always have something negative to say about. They jump on it right away, and yeah, we got something to talk about now. You know,
exactly.
especially in a small town. You know that's big. That's big news. So
Yes. And
uh,
they made it huge.
right,
Yeah, like they wasn't even, if they put themselves in that same predicament, to be in a situation like that,
right.
and to be judging people, and no matter what it was, people just, they don't mind their own business. At the end of the day, uh, nobody knew anything that happened besides you, besides yourself. Whether, well, being that you didn't know anything until the time after the fact when it happened, you did not know anything was going on. So the mind was just probably going crazy.
Yes, I was very upset. I mean, I was broken. It losing my husband, who was actually the love of my life, and then trusting some guy and just being lied to for no reason, and then having these people treat me like this. I mean, how much can one person take?
You think he caught you at a moment where you was vulnerable, where you was like you needed comfort, you needed love, and you let him in?
He he did, and I've had friends of his say, "Well, he did the one thing that we're not supposed to do, and that's fall in love with someone." So I think he had alternative motives with me. Like I said, they were into some pretty bad things. Um, Working on the train, driving the train, you can probably imagine.
Yeah.
And I think they targeted me, and I think in the end he couldn't do it.
Mm, wow. That's a story, Lisa. That's a story I wanna see come to life.
It
You
gets
know.
worse from there. That's just the not so bad
I
parts.
can't wait to read. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You know, I have a friend of mine, right? She's her name is Bella Livy. She's a nonprofit. She has a nonprofit organization, and it's against human trafficking. And she's an amazing woman. You know, she fights for what she believes in, and you know, and she's going places now. You know, and big shout out to her. So she's actually having a fight next week at the Atlantic City Celebrity Boxing for the fight for people that don't have a choice or a voice. And she runs the Blue Ribbon Project. So anyone you see with a blue ribbon on the left hand side, that's her organization. That's her mark,
That's awesome.
right? And she's also into fashion. She's also an actor, like she's also an actor, and um, and I think you guys will have a lot to talk about.
I would love to meet her and talk with her.
Yeah, she's amazing. You know, she's is she on right
Yeah,
now?
yeah. She's on here. She's
Uh,
on here.
she's actually on live, but she's actually on here right now.
I see.
But yeah, I would love you two to talk. She's a
That's
very
another
great.
project right there. I'm sure we could write something.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
yes, definitely. You know,
I'm definitely an advocate for women and men as well. If they're in a situation, women men aren't just the bad ones. There's bad women as well. I guess I'm just an advocate for everyone that needs a voice.
Right. So you two will connect. Lovely.
Thank you.
I'm gonna make that happen for you. I'm gonna connect you two, and you guys can talk. And she's amazing. You're gonna love her. You know, she's so down to earth. She's mad humble, and she's smart. You know, so I believe that you guys can write a great story.
Awesome. Thank you.
You know, awesome. So besides the hiking and animals, what else do you love to do for a hobby?
I love everything outside. I love fishing. I love kayaking, swimming, camping. I call my Jeep my glampire, and I'm going to write a book on how to, as a woman or anyone camping alone, can camp affordably in their vehicle and safely. You don't have to be scared as a woman to go out and go camping and feel safe and protected and know what to do.
Well, hold on a second there. Hold on there a second, cause you ain't taking me to the woods where there's a Bigfoot running around your neighborhood. You know.
I'm hunting Bigfoot. I want to meet him.
Yeah, you live. Hey, listen, Oregon and those parts in the woods. I hear there's a lot of, uh, stories about Bigfoot and stuff like that. In Maine, New Hampshire, where we're from, we hear stories about Bigfoots. What do you think?
I definitely believe that it's real. I've been into some pretty dense forest
Yes.
where I have smelt some. I know that I've been around bears, and I know the smell of bears, and I've been around herds of elk, and I know the smell of those, and I've been in a horse barn, and I know the smell of that. And I guess being an outdoorsman, you go with your senses, and I have smelt smells of an animal that I'm not familiar with. I have heard noises of animals that I'm not familiar with. So I'm a believer.
Yeah, so am I. And I'm dying to have someone come on the show that had an encounter with one, or someone knows more about where we can go see one and go on a Don Vic show, you know, a show and try to see if we can find a Bigfoot.
Yes, I would love to go on that too. I have game cameras set up just so I can catch one. I've caught pictures of some cougars and a lot of bears and a lot of deers, but I just haven't got a picture of Bigfoot yet.
Maybe you have to cook something outside, some good beef, and let their aroma hit the air, the woods, and they'll come.
I have taken like a turkey carcass after Thanksgiving and hung it up in the tree, up in the woods where the game cameras are, just so I could see what comes. But usually it's just a couple coyotes or something.
You're gonna get one day, trust me.
I am.
Right now you're playing the wrong music. Once you start playing the right music, he gonna come along.
He'll probably be my best friend. We'll just live here together.
Yeah, okay, Lisa. You can tell that story.
I will.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna believe that one. That might be a fiction movie. Vengeance with a V.
Vengeance with a V. That's an exciting one. So that one is where, because I have met a lot of great people, but also I've met a few people in the industry that are just horrible to each other, especially women. And I just don't have much to say about them. I don't have any time for them. Right. But this is basically based on a true story of what happened to me when I went to be on set, and I was treated so horribly by this woman that I just left. I'm like, I don't need to be in this movie. I don't need the money. And I certainly don't need to be treated like this by someone I don't even know. So I just left. I didn't have to be there. So this story came to mind about these three actors, and they treat this one actor really poorly, harassing her and bullying her, and even going as far as raping her.
Wow.
Well, she leaves, and they all grow up. This happened as teenagers. Well, they all grow up. Well, this woman becomes a movie producer, a director, and now she's casting for Vengeance movie. And so she cast the same people that bullied her and harassed her. She cast them in her movie, and now she gets to be in control. And they don't
Wow.
realize it's the same girl until the end.
Wow, imagine if she start killing them one by one in the movie.
And everyone thinks it's just happening in the movie, right?
Right. And it's actually really happening.
Right. We should get together.
Hey, don't tell nobody.
I like
Don't,
the way your brain works.
hey, I'm trying to tell you, I write too, but I'm I just got so many stuff I do, but I write scripts. See the good thing about me, I take my mind to the next level when it comes to writing. Like I come up with some stuff that I'd be like, how did I write that? Like
That's what I do too.
Where did that come from? I want to see that in screen,
Yeah. And then
yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. And you just think of the movie and you automatically know the people that need to be playing that role.
That's
because
right.
It's in your mind, it's all put together perfectly.
That's right. Exactly. The hardest part sometimes is getting the actor to play that certain role because, you might have individuals that play a specific role in your thought, in your brain. You'll be like, man, who can play this part?
Correct.
Even though you know people, but you'd be like, who can I pick?
Yeah.
But just putting it out in paper and when I write, when something comes to my head and I start to write, I write like this.
That's what I do.
I write, yeah. I write and I keep writing and writing and writing and writing and just let my mind just go.
Yeah, I can't keep enough spiral notebooks around. To me, this is writing. It's not typing on a computer and getting everything correct. This is writing right here, grabbing a pen, sitting down on a tree or next to a tree and writing.
That's how I do it. That's how I do it. And I find myself like floating when I like thoughts just come to me. And what if she does this, and then she grabs them like this? How it's like I go deep in like that.
And you can't stop writing, and you can't write fast enough because your brain is working so fast, and your hand is writing like this, and you can't stop because you don't want to lose that thought. I just love that feeling. It's intense.
Exactly. And all the words I misspelled because I'm just trying to get it on paper. So I'm trying to keep up with my brain. So I'm writing.
And see, that's exciting. That's what I wish everyone could feel, that momentum and that power and that excitement. I mean, it's incredible. And now every day I just get up and I want my ink pen and my notebook and take my backpack and I go somewhere until I have a thought and I sit down and
from there. Right.
Yeah. And I love that feeling.
Yeah, and you know what's exciting? The fact that you came up with one thought, one word, or maybe like few words, in your head, and you made a whole 50-page story out of it.
Correct.
And that's amazing. But man, I just thought about this. I only had like 3 words, and look what I got out of these 3 words. Yes. I got 56 pages with characters playing, different characters. This is crazy.
And then sometimes if I don't have my notebook with me and I have my phone, I'm like, oh gosh, what am I going to do? So I just put speaker on my phone. And I just start telling the story to my phone and I record it that way. And then when I get home, I write it out so I don't forget.
Okay. A lot of people do that. Yeah.
So what are your weak points when it comes to acting, or do you have any weak points?
I don't focus on the negative. I'm not anyone else. So I don't think about it. I go in there and I give 100%, and I've been told that I do really well. I keep working at it and I keep watching monologues and I keep just working on myself, and I'm not in competition with anyone except myself.
Yeah, I like you already, Lisa.
Thank you.
I love your personality. You're great. You're amazing. Uh,
It took a long time to find me.
right. But you know, sometimes things have to happen in your life. Everything happens for a reason, you
Correct.
know, and maybe you had to go through that to find who Lisa was, and you did. You
I
did. You're happy with her. You know, she's this whole different woman. You know, she's a fighter. You know, and hard worker. And this is where you at today. This is why where you at today
yes.
because you chose to fight. You chose
Correct.
to win. You chose to be on top. And so it takes courage, you know, to do that. You
It
know,
does. And
a lot of yeah,
it's worth it. I think
right.
what if I would have killed myself and I woke up the next morning and I tried to unkill myself? I know that's a horrible vision, but
Yeah,
I always think that because I always want to be reminded of how low I was. So I will never go back down that road again. I will never allow anyone to make me go down that road again.
right. Yeah, that's a no-no right there. You know, but we learn from our mistakes. We learn from our mistakes, you know, and sometimes people's doors close because we go through situations like that. But um sometimes you have to open yourself to be open to other things because there are good men out there. You know, there are good men and there are good women. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? So we just got to be better at judging characters and you know really doing a little bit of homework on who we decide to date or let in our lives. You
Correct.
know, and I'm the same way. You know, I just don't date. You know, like that. I know people and you after a while after things happen you're looking for a certain guy you're looking for a certain gal you know a certain way of their movement you know that you say okay well me and Mike they seem like they understanding and they someone I can talk to
Correct.
you know other than that
You
we
know, I
ain't
need a
doing it.
resume. You have to do a resume.
A resume yeah she's a writer
Yes.
so you'll be like
You know,
I'm a writer so I need a resume
Background check.
yeah
yeah, Corey check,
yeah
Yeah.
mainly Corey.
yeah
I
yeah
want it all.
Right. So what you do is you build a badge and you stick it out like this. I need to know some. I need you to answer some questions.
I know. And it's like, I guess, like me, I've gotten to a point in my life where I am happy with me. I don't want to have to work on a relationship. It should just happen. It should just flow. I don't want to work on someone. By
Right.
our age, they should have their shit together. I don't
Right.
want to babysit someone. You know, I don't want to give up any of me to try to fix someone else. You can't
Right.
fix people.
That's right. If it's broken, you can't fix it.
And if they don't have it fixed by now, chances are but they're probably not going to fix it for you.
That's right.
Right.
For real. Well said. I'm with you, Lisa, on that one. We driving in the same Cadillac.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, same Cadillac. It gotta be a Cadillac. Gotta be a Cadillac. So and so what else? What are you working on right now?
Oh, I just bounce back and forth because I have so many projects. But another project I have is called The Nodding Hour, and it's spelled KNOTTING.
ETING, yeah.
Because it's like a knot hole in a fence,
Mhm.
and it's about a stalker who is based on a true story. It's about a stalker that like always has that little knot hole in the fence, watching everything that goes on.
Mm. Wow. So you just write. So are you writing these movies, or these are something that someone else is writing them, and you're going to be a part of that?
No, I'm writing them, and Stacy Newton is my co-writer.
Okay.
She's part of Live It Wild Production. She's an award-winning screenwriter.
Mm,
She's awesome, and she's very patient with me because
okay.
I write on paper like this,
You
and
like
I
me?
write
Yeah.
the screenplay, and I send it to her, and she formats it, and
Right.
it works perfectly for us.
Awesome. Yeah, because I can't format mine. I format it my way. You know,
Me too.
I put dots and then I put Lisa. This is what Lisa's gonna say. Then
Yeah,
I
that's
put 2 more dots and I say IG's got to say what answer to this, and then I go on with the story, and then stop. That's how.
somebody's got to talk now.
Yeah, someone's got to talk now, right?
Yeah, that's exactly how I do.
Right. See, so I love it. So I am that girl. Yeah, you said it's a novel, it's a book that you're writing, right? It's about you.
Yes.
What is the message that you're trying to send with this book?
Oh, the message is never give up. The message is, because this is about someone that ended his life because of things he was involved with.
Oh,
And he had other choices. I would have still been his friend. I wouldn't have walked away from him. You don't have to make that choice. Like I said, I can't promise you it's going to be easy, but I can promise you it's going to be worth it if you don't give up.
right.
So that's what I want. I don't plan on dirtying his name any more than I have to tell my story.
Right, right,
His friends obviously didn't have a problem trying to dirty my name,
right.
but that's not what this book is about. This book is about survival. This is a book about overcoming, getting stronger, and having a voice when you were bullied. I have messages from his Seattle railroad workers that say there's 50 of us and there's only one of you. And that was true. But now I'm equal with their 50, so bring it.
Okay. What do you love to do when you're out in the woods? You love hunting? You like to ride your four-wheelers? Your horses? What's your favorite?
I love it all, but what I really like is just the peacefulness. I love to walk through the forest and look at trees, and I love to take pictures of the trees that look like different things. Some look like faces, some look like legs, some look like arms or fingers or whatever. I just love trees and mushrooms. I love to walk through the forest and take, especially when the rainy season like now, and take pictures of mushrooms just by myself, just nice and quiet and peaceful. Those are the two of the favorite things I like to do.
I know you're not getting high off mushrooms, are you?
No, there's plenty.
Hey, mushroom. Hold on a second. My mind started going somewhere. That's imagination.
Yeah,
No,
there's actually plenty of those in my horse barn down there, and I always try to like chop them up because there's so many weird people out there in the world, and I'm like, anybody could come up here and go in my horse barn and pick all the mushrooms they wanted to, and
yeah.
that's just weird to me. I'm drug free.
Right, I hear you. So the horses don't get dizzy when you ride them?
No,
Oh,
thank goodness.
I'm about to say they must be real high of the mushroom. You mushroom. Take a right, they take a left. Into the tree.
They're just
No.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa, we don't want them intoxicated while you're on them.
No, I don't want them intoxicated anytime.
Wow. Is there something else you want the viewers to know about who you are, what you're doing, and stuff like that? Do you think you want speak about something else that you might want the viewers to know?
I just would like them to check out my Facebook page and my projects. And don't be afraid to reach out to me. And if you have an idea or if you'd like to act, I found that there's so much talent out there, and you don't have to have an IMDb number of 20 to be a good actor.
Right.
I'm willing to give the person that's only acted once a chance, because sometimes all they need is that one chance.
That's right. That's awesome to know. Well, if you need a Latino actor,
I do.
you know what to call.
I will. I'll be in
Call the
contact.
Ghostbusters.
You're perfect.
For real. Yeah. So did you give them the exact face? What about are you on YouTube or Twitter or anything of that sort?
I'm really not. I don't know, about the only social media I can handle is Facebook, and
I hear
I
you.
like to watch a few TikTok videos,
Right.
and that's about it.
Okay. So, one another question I want to ask you. You said you're from Oregon, right?
Correct.
You know Jennifer, director, filmmaker Jennifer Dawn.
I do not.
You do know her?
No.
Oh man, y'all right there. Y'all in the same city
Wow.
or the same state.
Uh-huh. I
So
have to
you know,
look her up.
yeah, look her up. And she's been doing a lot of stuff out there. Something about that movie that you talk Halloween movie, The Lighthouse.
Uh-huh.
That Halloween movie from the 70s.
Uh-huh.
I think she's directing that movie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she
Nice.
is. And a friend of hers, Catherine Coven Pacino, um, I think is going to play in that movie. It's called Gray Lady or
Oh,
Lady.
Gray Lady, the lighthouse
Yeah,
ghost.
yes. So she's writing
Yeah.
something on that.
Nice. That's
Yes.
the true story too. I actually just went to that lighthouse a couple days ago, and I talked to the park ranger that works there, and we were talking about the story. And the story goes that she had a child, and she
Yes.
couldn't. She never wanted to leave the child that was buried there somewhere, so
Yeah.
she's still there.
Right. Right. So Jennifer Donna, I believe she's writing a story on that.
Nice.
And yes. So if you want, I can talk to her and see if she'd be interested in reaching out to you. And if so, I can make that happen for you.
That would be great. Just in contact with people from Oregon that are doing great projects.
Yeah, so from your own city, why not?
Yeah.
You know, and I also will introduce you to Bella Livy too.
Yes, I would love that.
Yeah, I can make that happen for you. And
Awesome.
yeah, and so any shout outs you want to send out? Any people you want to say hi to?
I just want to say a huge shout out to my production team, 12 women, 12 stories, and one dream. I love you guys, and we're going to make history. This is going to be a good thing.
Well, you better add the Dawn Big Show. I want to be part of that history too.
Yes, sir. You can come and I'll cast you.
It's
Right,
it.
there you go.
That's it. We in the building. You feel me? So I want to thank you for giving me your time. I know you're a busy woman over there chasing bears and lions and stuff.
Yeah.
Can you
You
hear
guys
me?
are welcome. You're welcome to come out and go camping.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Come on. You want to see? You don't want to go
I have
camping?
I have 30 acres. I have plenty of room for you.
Oh,
Okay. Well, you send me the invite and make sure I'm near the highway in case I gotta run and near the bus stop.
Okay, that's going to be a few miles, probably about 20 miles to the bus stop.
Well, see, I don't know about that invite, Lisa.
he's gonna have to ride that donkey.
Yeah, park him by the street just in case I need to, you know what I mean? I need to take off somewhere.
That would be your biggest mistake if you tried to get on that donkey.
Oh man, why is he the slow one?
Do not mount the donkey.
Do not mount the donkey. Well, I might need the horse.
Yes, you'd have better luck with the horse.
That's right. We'll have that horse near the road.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, thank you for coming aboard, man. We appreciate you and thank you so much. You're always welcome on the show. Anything that you want to put out, if you got another story you want to talk about, just reach out to me and to my co-host. We'll bring you back on the show. We'll talk about your new project. You know, because this show is all about promoting and helping connect people to get to the right people that can help them do other things or get involved in another project to do other things, you know, and that's what it's all about. Show the love. You know, love is God, God is love.
Yes.
So we try to give the love to the people, to the guests, you know, that if we can help you, we're going to try to help you. If we can connect you, we're going to try to connect you.
It's all about raising each other up.
Right.
I love you already. I love you already. You're awesome. So thank you and have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you, you guys.
Go
Stay
trick or
safe.
treat. Yeah, go trick or treat and get all the candy. And
Yeah.
we'll see you soon.
All right. Take care. Thank you so much.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.
Live It Wild Productions. We are amazing.
Yeah.
Beverly H. Rivera. She probably works with Lisa.
Yes. Yeah, probably. Yep. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Beverly Rivera. How you doing? Big shout out to you. That was Lisa Bagby on the show. Actress, director, writer, you name it. Although she does it all. Amazing woman. And she got one of her friends on the show, Beverly Rivera. Big shout out to Beverly. Shout out to Beverly. You know, I wanted to ask her about motorcycles because she had a picture that she was on a slider bike, one of them like Harley Davidson bikes. Yeah, I forgot to ask her about. She had on some leather suits, man. She was pimping. You feel me? So definitely, guys, I love you guys for coming on the show, showing the support on the Don Vic Show. You know what it is. Co-host IG in the building. My son Stacks on the side. You know, y'all guys got to tune in November 6th, which is next week. Celebrity boxing. Bella Levy will be fighting in the ring with Kendra Royal. Lamar Odom will be there. Love of Hip Hop will be there. If you want to be a part of that, make sure you come down to Atlantic City. Get your tickets, and you'll see us there. The Don Vic Show will be there live, front row seats with IG and my son Stacks. Will be in the building, along with other people that are going to be meeting us there. We got model Alicia Forbes coming down with another friend of hers. You know, so we have a whole lot of people coming down supporting Bella Levy.
Next Saturday, I'm sorry, Evelina, next Saturday, November 6th.
Yes, next week I'll be near Philly. Evelina. But I'll be next to Philly, close to Philly. But definitely, it's November 6th. It's next week, this Saturday. Next Saturday.
Stay tuned. At the Showboat Hotel.
At the Showboat Hotel. Make sure you're there. We will be there. The Don Vic Show will be there live. You already know we'll be there styling and wilding. And check out the celebrities we will be bumping into out there. So big shout out to everybody. Thank y'all for watching. You already know it's your boy.
You know it.
And
share,
cause sharing is caring. You know, we're gonna let y'all go. Peace, love, respect. We out, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Wait.
No, here.
Yeah, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for watching. We love y'all. You heard? And we about to be out.